It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Utah Jazz playing against the Knicks in New York. For New York, they need some wins to start adding up here in a hurry. More or less half the season behind us, and they are still struggling to prove they can contend. Well, as we know, the value of great outside shooting perhaps never higher than it is right now. Kenny, in your mind, who are the premier shooters in the game?
I'll tell you, it's obvious that the splash brothers, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, top two guys shooting the basketball.
Ragazzi, sono titolare.
A beautiful view from the Manhattan Bridge looking west to the setting sun. It's an interconference contest here in the Big Apple.
Vediamo che ore sono, le 19:12.
New York as the Knicks play one at home. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Utah, Burke's the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Lyles out there with Freak, and it's Exum in at the point guard position.
Good make to get things underway.
Yeah, and always a relief, I think, to get those first points out of the way and actually get that first sweat and that first bit of contact in the game, because that just settles you down a little bit.
That's his first personal foul. First team. New York with the ball. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And what a luxury when you have depth. I mean, a lot of their scoring in that win came from their reserves, and make no mistake, they carried the load for that team.
Without question, the starters can't do it all game long. You need that help from the reserves, and they got it in that one.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Kicks it to Freak. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
The defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Williams. 8 points his last outing. On the wing, Williams. Some nice passing by New York here. Passes to Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3. Knicks on defense. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz this season.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
Well, if you only looked at talent alone, you would have thought they would have avoided a sweep, but that wasn't the case, was it?
Offensive rebound. Freak. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
La riporta.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Brooks outside. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. It's a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
Yeah, and that's what happens, though, when you do your work early in terms of getting the good position.
A nice shot by Exum.
Well, he's back and playing in front of his hometown, and it's such a rush of adrenaline when that happens. So you're going to be dealing with friends and family, asking for tickets, but the chance to come back to play where it all started and put on A show for the people you grew up with. There's not much more that's better in terms of motivation.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he...
Aspettate. Noi facciamo i campionati però a gennaio.
Really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher. There's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
Now here's Williams taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Three-pointer, Brooks. They get the rebound. Here's Lopez. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Lopez with the steal. Brooks right side. Brooks can't get that one to fall.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Freak. Can't get it to go. So New York will take it the other way. The drive by Brooks. Williams dishes to a Flalo. Brooks kicks to Lopez. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Freak. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
A huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's the screen. Brooks, the pass to Lopez. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Lopez has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Well, from long range, we've got a set of point guards here that have been extremely hot. Their 3-point percentages for the last 10 games. The 4th spot held by Aaron Brooks.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the basketball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters.
No doubt about it. And being as accurate from three-point land as these guys are,
let's go,
makes them that
baby.
much more valuable as point guards. Opposing defenses have to worry about their passing and their shooting.
Here's O'Quinn following the basket by Freak. Here's Seraphin. No luck. Great D that time from Freak. Jazz trail by 3. Outside Rondo. Out to the right wing. Freak passes to Lyles. Clock at 6. Here's Freak.
No.
Here's Ingles. He's guarded by a Afflalo.
Bellissima.
Here's Freak.
No,
And
me
the
l'ho
shot
stoppato,
falls short
stronzo.
this time. The Knicks leading by 3.
Non tanto gioco forte, ma stasera, ma
Calderon has the open look. Gets a very good look.
stasera lo faccio giù.
Jazz
Però
have
guarda
gone
la
4 of 10
replica.
shooting the ball here in the first quarter. 5 seconds separating the shot and game
Basta,
clocks.
basta.
Rondo dishes to
Bellissimo.
Freak.
E te
The
fai
11th
troppi
footer.
anni per
It's
stare
good
qui.
coming on the assist by Rajon
Destra.
Rondo. 9 points for Freak. The Knicks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Calderon against Rondo.
Fatto apposta, infatti ha sbagliato.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
E fallo all'ultimo, mamma mia.
The Jazz have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Not a strong suit for this crew. Just around 71%.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And so lots of...
Oh, Davide ha vinto la prima partita di campionato di
We
FIFA.
got a close game here as we get
Dopo gli
back to the
aggiornamenti
second
ci
quarter.
sono,
And
dopo
what's
gli
the
aggiornamenti ci sono
exact
io.
from New York in this one?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Freak, he's in at center. Hayward out there with Lyles. Then there's Burke, and it's Hood in at the 2. The Knicks leading by 3. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors was simply terrific. He dropped in 26 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
Ora
The
ti
Knicks
faccio la
shooting has been
schiacciata,
beyond
Davide.
great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Lee kicks to Seraphin. Utah with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day
Anzi,
to make
ispirato a
shots.
te, infatti.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the
No!
head of the opposing players, Greg, but that night, they got up in their own head. Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
Lee passes to Seraphin. He's whistled for the 5-second back to the basket violation.
Well, right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they've put up these last 10 games. 11th in steals, 13th in free throw percentage, and they're in the top half of the league in blocks. That's pretty good. Not
Tu lo
too
senti
bad.
l'audio, Vito? Se non lo senti, lo metto.
Jazz trail by 4. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Look at
1,
Oklahoma
2,
City.
3,
They've
4,
been in
5,
peak form
6,
as we watch them play some tremendous
dietro di un
basketball
botto.
tonight to the postseason. And of course, Utah. They have a lot of ground to make up.
Right now, for the Jazz, their season has been exactly the kind of misadventure their fans were afraid it might be.
Yeah, it's been ugly. I mean, we knew things were going to have to fall into perfect place for them to contend, but nothing did.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Lopez, he's checked in for Kevin Serafin. Porzingis comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Brooks in for Courtney Lee. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Burke dishes to Burks. Here's Freak. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them. The Knicks leading by 4. Brooks with it. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Hayward against Williams. And there's the feed to Brooks. Just 5 to shoot. Brooks can't get that one to fall.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Here's Freak. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
They double in with Freak. Randy Foye is on the way. Williams passes to Porzingis. Foye kicks to Lopez. Williams for 3. No good. Hayward with some nice D. Jazz trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And it's Freak missing.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Here's Brooks. Offensive rebound. Down low, Lopez. And it's good, assisting on the play with Brooks. Lopez has got the lead up to 6 now for New York.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has...
Aspettate, aspettate.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy.
Shooting teams in the NBA. Number 5, the Knicks.
Wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for the Knicks. Calderon comes in for Randy Foye. Then for the Jazz, Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Lyles. Dante Exum comes in for Gordon Hayward. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Burke. Now here's Brooks following the miss by Freak. 1:37 left in the first half. Pass to Porzingis. Afflalo outside. New York moving it around. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Jazz trail by 6. Now here's Rondo. Looking for his first basket in this one.
How about that fantastic finish and an aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Stolen by Exum. There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. Out to the right wing. Burks with it. Now guarded by Afflalo. Burks dishes to Freak. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Freak's got 8 points here in this quarter. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Calderon kicks to Lopez. And there's the pass to Porzingis. Rebounded by Exum. Jazz have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Freak passes to Burks. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Freak dishes to Burks. Now here's Freak. He's guarded close. Offline with the baseline jumper.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Here's Porzingis. The shot is off.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And the first half comes to a...
Hey, Kevin, I've got...
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. I mean, he'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch. I'm sure of that.
They've got Afflalo. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Derek Williams. And it's Brooks in at the point guard. That's Derek Fisher's 5 as we get going into the second half. Now here's Brooks. Fires the 3. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That's his first foul. Here's Exum. To tie. And that's 2 points on the layup. Exum's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
The drive by Brooks. And the dunk by Lopez.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
No good.
That's an example there, guys, of contesting the shot and corralling the board. That's really all you can ask of a guy at that end of the floor.
Brooks misses.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Hayward against the Afflalo. Hayward kicks to Freak. He dishes it to Burks. Clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Freak. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Freak's got 21.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Porzingis can't hit.
Tell you what, shooting 20% to start the second half doesn't bode well for how this will play out for this squad.
Here's Freak. Swiped it away. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Picked by Williams. From deep, Brooks. And that one's good. Brooks has got 5 now.
Can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter.
Sono le 19:40. Madonna.
Rotate.
And you group in for the next.
Soft.
Jazz trail by 8. 1:14 left in the third. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
And here's Calderon. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Lee passes to O'Quinn. And again, New York with the triple.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just are not letting up at all.
Now here's Freak. 23 points in the game. Launches a 3. Knicks with the rebound.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Now Calderon. Following the 3-point attempt by Freak. Calderon dishes to O'Quinn. Pulls up. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. And now an 11-point Knicks lead.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And it's Freak missing. From deep. Off the mark. Well, through 3/4 of play, double digits, it may be difficult to... And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Here's Lee. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Burks the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Lyles out there with Freak. And it's Exum in at the point. Lee, that's good.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Hayward outside. Here's Freak. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. The Knicks leading by 13. Brooks outside. And a follow wide open. He shoots. Offline with his 3. And for the Jazz, they're shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Freak kicks to Burks. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Exum. Tight defense on him. Freak passes to Lyles. And there's the foul. It's on Aaron Aflalo. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And New York making a change here. Williams is checked in. Dishes it to Freak. Now, here's Burks. He's guarded by Aflalo. Clock at 4. Here's Freak. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Freak. He has 23 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting.
New York leading by 10. Brooks with him. Now defended by Exum. Lopez sets a screen for Brooks. New York, no good that time either.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
The dish to Williams. Porzingis passes to Williams. Pass to Porzingis. He kicks it to Brooks. New York, no good that time either.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Knicks.
And, guys, something every team strives for is getting points off of turnovers, and they've done that here in both halves.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
New York's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Feeds it to Williams. Brooks outside. Brooks can't get that one to fall. Jazz trail by 9. Hayward outside. Exum kicks to Freak. Cannot hit. Good D by Lopez.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
They double him with Freak. Kicks it to Williams. He feeds it to Lopez. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night.
The Jazz at the timeout. We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter.
The Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter.
Quit being so soft.
Now Exum
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
puts it up from 12, and he knocks down the jumper. And it's now 26 points for Freak.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Lopez. 12 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
The Jazz making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Burks dishes to Rondo. Hayward on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Lets it go. Hayward can hit. Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
Brooks, the pass to Aflalo. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got his 5th assist in this one. Burks kicks to Rondo. Passes to Freak. From past the arc. The shot is off. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Outside Williams. Lets it go from deep. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Freak kicks to Hayward. The feed to Freak. 13 feet away. Will not go. This is off the front iron. 1:14 left in the 4th quarter. And Williams, here we go. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for New York.
Tonight, they seem committed to the 3-point shot.
That certainly is their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Lopez. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat. And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Pass to O'Quinn. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pulls up on the wing. Utah with the rebound. Here's Hood. From deep three-point range. So no problem for New York as they get the...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Robin Lopez.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going well, he certainly.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Cosa vero, questa voglio. Stella di carta. Vorrei fare un allenamento. Vai.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the San Antonio Spurs. Checking out the Spurs, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. You look at LaMarcus Aldridge and all that he's been able to do in his career. While he might not be the best power forward in the game, he's certainly top 3. What do you think, Kenny?
Well, on certain nights, he's the best. You know, he does things and has a skill set that's a nightmare matchup. A lot of guys can't do that. 2010 is just a regularity for him, but the way he gets it, you know, power forward of the golden era when they used to shoot on the baseline, that's him, and he does that.
On the road looking for a win against a Western Conference rival, the San Antonio Spurs are ready for this thing to get started. There's no better time of year than the holidays for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. And back in Utah following the road trip, it's the Jazz on home turf. Challenging part of the schedule, and this is where they need to buckle down and take care of business.
It's always fun to be at home, Kevin. Home, sweet home is what I like to call it, but you know what? They've got a tough visitor in the house tonight. Just because they're at home doesn't mean a win is going to automatically show up on the scoreboard. They've got their work cut out for them against this opponent here.
Yeah, and you know what? This wouldn't necessarily have been the first opponent you'd like to kick off a homestand, so you've got that to contend with, and especially with the way they've been playing here of late. This is going to be a challenge.
All filled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for the Spurs, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Cole Aldrich is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Leonard in at the 3. San Antonio on defense, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Now, here's Leonard. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here is Hayward. And the loss to the
Not himself. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Now, a short time ago, I had a chance to catch up with Greg Popovich. He said their main focus will be trying to contain Rajon Rondo. He said, quote, "We all know that Rondo's capable of taking over games single-handedly. So, guys," he said, "they've got to match his energy and try to keep him out of the paint."
All right, Doris, thanks. And here's Rondo, following the score by Cole Aldrich. Burks kicks to Freak. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. To the inside. Here's Aldridge. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
It is one of the toughest calls, but most of the time they do a good job with it, and you have to appreciate how officials get that one right more times than not.
The shot's good from Aldridge.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Outside Rondo. Hayward outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Freak. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Leonard dishes to Parker. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Aldridge, the pass to Green. A second chance effort, and it's going to be...
Vabbè raga, l'ho mangiato.
throws, drew contact on the shot. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Lyles checked in for Powell. Rodney Hood comes in for Gordon Hayward. Exum, he's checked in for Alec Burks. And it's Burke in for Rajon Rondo. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. West is checked in for Aldridge. Anderson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Mills, he's checked in for Green. And it's Turner in for Parker. Mills with it, now defended by Exum. Aldridge a screen. Mills, that's a two-pointer. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Fast break, here come the Jazz. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the evening. Free throw good. Free. Stevens checked in for Marcus Aldridge. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Spurs have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Diaw with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Diaw's got himself on the board with 3 there. Jazz trail by 4. Now here's Burke. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Now here's Exum. Covered by Mills. Got a hand on it.
Bravo scena.
We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. And Turner kicks to Anderson. West outside. There's the pick. Here's Turner. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. How his last 10 games have gone. 10th and 3-point field goal percentage. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And, you know, back to his efficiency from 3. You know, defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball. Success.
Let's now take a look at some league leaders with the rundown of the best passing big men in the NBA over the 4th spot held down by David West.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
Man, it's so much fun to watch a big guy handling and orchestrating things from the lane. I mean, it causes so many problems when you've got a guy who can score down there, who also has vision and an excellent basketball IQ.
San Antonio leading. Outside Turner. Tries again. It's deflected. Here's Hood. Defended by West. Fires from 18. Rebound San Antonio.
The mechanics totally out of whack right now. He's lost his feel for the shot.
Yeah, he really has. I mean, just totally out of sync. I mean, you can just see it in the numbers. Nothing going down for him right now.
Diaw, the screen. And it's Turner off the drive. Second shot opportunity. And he buries that one. The rim on the way down. 7 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Burke. And that concludes. And the ageless one, Tim Duncan, just a remarkable career. His teammate, Tony Parker.
Unbelievable. Like, especially a big guy.
It's both unbelievable and amazing. Going with an almost entirely new group here. Freaks checked in for Lyles. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. Exum, he's checked in for Brooks. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Trey Burke. And San Antonio with the change here, too. West is checked in on the floor for San Antonio. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. West is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Aldridge in at center, locking down the middle. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. That one is no good.
Ma hanno di 30 anni
Nice
in
job
quella
of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks was just a man on a mission. He finished with 28 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. He carried his team the whole game and was responsible for most of the offense in that contest, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
Good checked in for the Jazz. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Aldridge. Anderson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Mills, he's checked in for Green. And it's Turner in for Tony Parker. Freak dishes to Powell. They set the pick. Beyond the arc. Now the pass to Freak. Kicks it to Ingles. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Hood. Right now averaging about 5 points a game.
It's sticking too much.
Dishes it to Freak. Another miss by Utah.
They've done their part here to run down a lot of missed shots. A solid rebounding effort.
Yeah, energy has been the difference, and they're fighting for every loose ball and giving as good as they get on the inside.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for San Antonio?
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important.
West outside. Goes up the baseline. Can't get it to go. Now the Jazz take it the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And they had to be sensational defensively.
Olé!
For the fact that they just couldn't find a rhythm offensively.
Well, I don't think they're really built to play those kind of grinded-out, low-scoring games. It just doesn't seem to be in their DNA to me.
They swipe it.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
Here's Exum. West with some nice D.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Now here's Mills. He's guarded closely. He dishes it to Diaw. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Exum. He caught it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to...
Tony, you guys have seemed to be in a...
Sono prima di entrare nel spogliatoio.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Check out the stats for Freak. He has 9 points and 2 rejections.
Works the off-guard with Hayward at the 3. Freak is out there with Powell. And it's Rondo in at the 1. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
He kicks to Burks. Inside, and stolen by Aldridge. Parker drives in. Here's Leonard. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 6 assists here tonight.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Now, here's Burks, guarded by Green. Rondo against Parker. Clock at 6. And it's Freak missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Lyles check in for Utah. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Jazz trail by 10. And it's Rondo penetrating. Hayward passes to Freak. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. Freak's got 11.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yeah, during that break, the head coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach has a lot of faith in him offensively and let his players know it, insisting that he be at the forefront of what they do at that end of the court from here on out. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thank you, Doris. Hayward kicks to Freak. And the 3 off target.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Outside Aldridge. Takes a 3. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Burks kicks to Rondo. Freak dishes to Rondo. To the left wing. Hayward on the wing. Beyond the arc. Green with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second.
Leonard on the wing. Hits the jumper in space. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Hayward. He's averaging 14 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
And Utah making a change here. Burks is checked in. And it's Freak missing.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Aldridge can't get that one to fall. Jazz trail by 10. Hayward passes to Freak. Looking to get it going. Rebound by Parker.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Exum, he's checked in for Alec Burks. Then for the Spurs, West comes in for Cole Aldrich. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Burke dishes to Freak. That one a tad off line to the right, but drops in for him. Freak's got 4 this quarter.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
And Mills kicks it to West. Shot from 16. Shot is off. Nice D from Freak. Utah has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Burke, the pass to Freak. It's rebounded by West.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Leonard. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Leonard's got 11 points.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Burke dishes to Freak. Pass to Burke. At the elbow, it's Freak. Rebounded by the Spurs. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. The 3. And the shot is good. 11 points in the game.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Jazz trail by 15. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Hayward passes to Freak. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 15 points for Freak.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Leonard dishes to West. The rim-rattling 2-minute jam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And that is good. Hayward's got his 2nd basket of the night.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
And here's Leonard from 3. It's hauled in by Lyle. Lyle's got his 5th rebound in this one. Exum kicks to Burke. Mills with the steal. Outside Aldridge. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Dante Exum. For San Antonio, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. That free throw missing, so it's both. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. On the court for San Antonio, Kawhi Leonard is out there with West. Then it's Mills. Then there's Cole Aldrich. And it's Parker in at the point guard. It's stolen by Rondo. To the paint. Burks' shot is good.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
San Antonio leading by 15. Pass to Leonard. Shoots from the baseline. Shot is no good. And Utah the other way now.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
That's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Pick by West. West setting the pick for Parker. The feed to Mills. Here's the 3. Rebound, Utah. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Outside Rondo. Burks in the corner. Shot on the wing, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Parker against Rondo. Mills with it. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Aldridge. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. So it's Utah now, trailing by 13. Rondo passes to Hayward. Freak dishes to Powell. And the shot is good.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Daniel Green, he's checked in for Patty Mills. Hayward against Leonard. He feeds it to Parker. Left side, Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Hayward. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Powell. Another miss by Utah. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for San Antonio.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, Steve, and in the end, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, Clark, and that's all part of the story.
That's right, Kevin. I mean, this is by no means a runaway that it might appear to have been. I mean, it was a scrappy performance all the way through.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game for Parker. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
You know what, Ernie? I must admit it. I didn't see this kind of performance coming from him tonight. He's been coming off a stretch of game where he just looked lost out there. To see him turn around.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure.
Oh, ormai finiamo. Mola. Dai che ce la fai,
All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go.
Hey, what the fuck? Ah, ti do 3. Che sai? -1. Ok. Ok, -1. Devo fare? Che sai? Che caso è merda.
All right, let's get to a hoop. We got to be better at knocking down open shots.
No, a basket. Sto giocando a basket. E sono pure live. Ah, io sto giocando a basket. Che kill. Non mi sto giocando a Fortnite. Uno canestro. È finita finalmente.
All right, let's wrap it up. Feel free to hang around and take some shots. And don't forget, meet in the film room at noon.
Il canestro da te! Michael Jordan! Raga, iscrivetevi al canale se non siete ancora iscritti, non ci vediamo al prossimo video live. Attivate la campanella se non attivate la campanella. Ciao!